Hugh Laurie in the award-winning, hugely successful House. What's going on with the beard, Hugh? Because you don't have the full beard as House, you have a kind of lived-in look.
I have a lived-in look,
But
yes.
now you've got what appears to be very much is going on to becoming like an Amish person.
It's just something I wanted, yeah, I just wanted to try. I grew it because it was there. It's a mask of manliness. I just wanted to try it.
We have, I think, the beard wearer extraordinaire.
I know. When I realised that
what were you thinking?
Le Beard was going to be here, I felt a little bit nervous.
The beard said on the maison.
We don't happen to have a beard off. I don't even know how that would go.
Wouldn't it be awful if we stood together closely for a photograph later on and you two got stuck together like Velcro?
Well, that's always bad, isn't it? Under any beard or no beard. Yeah.
Now, am I right in thinking your father was actually a doctor? He was a
doctor, yes.
And so, does that help you playing House? You draw upon that way, or is it so far removed that it isn't even a factor?
It helps in as much as I have a huge amount of respect for the profession of medicine, reverence almost, for people who study, who work hard, who empiricists who examine things and come up with theories as to why the world is, why the human body is the way it is, and who don't latch on to easy things, but actually work hard to find out the truth. I have a great deal of respect for that. And that, yes, that probably did help. I mean, I came to it with a feeling, it's a pro-science show, it's a pro-reason show, and yes, I came to it with that.
Very timely comments, of course, this week. Are you, did he have his...
I don't know what that means.
Well, there's a big
is
thing
there an
going on.
anti-reason?
No, Stephen's just signed a big petition speaking out against certain...
Fry, yes. No, I didn't hear about this.
You didn't know about that?
I didn't hear about this.
It's been all over Twitter.
Has it? Ah.
You're not a Twitter person?
I'm not a Twitter person, Jonathan, no. I'm more of a shh person. I've subscribed to this shh network where you write something down but don't send it anywhere. Because I'm all for silence. I'm all for silence.
Where you live, you finally committed to living in America for this series, haven't you?
Well, I'm there for 9 or 10 months, so yes, I did eventually buy a house in America and I go back and forth. But so the family are going back and forth all the time.
And are the family going to move and stay out there with you, or are they still going to caravan?
Well, no, probably not, because they're in school here and university here, and they're all got friends and relationships and playing bands and.
But this must be quite tough on you, I would have thought.
It is. It is. It's a very weird. It's a bit like an oil rig, except I've never been to an oil rig, so why would I say that? I've got no idea what an oil rig is like.
Although I bet you'd see a lot of men with beards on an oil rig, so you could convincingly tell your family that's actually what you're doing.
Yes. Yes. But why would I do that again?
I don't know. And do you, I don't know if it's in your contract, but presumably you have to keep in pretty good shape. You're doing a show, it all rests on you to a large extent. You're the...
I have to be whipcord taut. At all times.
Supple.
Yeah.
What regimen do you follow to keep in good shape?
I box.
Ah.
I box.
But box against other people, or just...
Small children. Ideally, up to about 8. But no more than that. Well, no, I'm actually not allowed to go. I'm not allowed to spar. I did spar. I started sparring a bit, and I turned up for work one Monday morning with a black eye and a fat lip, and it didn't go down very well.
I imagine it didn't.
I'm sure there's some small print in the or probably even pretty big print. Actually,
what about biking though? Because I know you love your motorcycles.
I
over
do.
Here, you were somewhat, not addicted, but it was a big pleasure for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you allowed to ride your bikes when you?
Well, I just didn't ask the question, so I did it, and then I've been doing it for 5 years now. And after a point, there's not much they can do about it. When they realise that actually the show is doing quite well, and they would rather that I didn't fall off and break a leg, by then it's too late, because I've been doing it for...
do you miss doing comedy, Hugh? The broader stuff?
Putting on funny wigs.
And voices, and,
yeah, funny voices. Well, I'm sort of doing a funny voice, but...
Well, the accent's very good. I mean, that's one of the things that sells it to people, I think.
You're very kind.
Well, do a Scottish accent like that for a whole show is pretty tough. Yeah. I mean, I'm impressed, because you're not Scottish, are you?
No, I'm not.
It's good.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. Yeah.
Let me ask you, do you miss Stephen Fry when you're in there working? Because your partnership, it was more than just a kind of convenient on-screen partnership. This was a deep and true friendship.
Deep and true friendship. We're very, very close and continue to be. So, no, I see him all the time. I saw him yesterday, and I'll see him tomorrow, and we email. We don't Twit.
Twit.
We don't twit each other. But we do everything else, you know, letters.
Do you actually write letters?
No, actually, I can't. That's simply untrue. But also, he's, it's a fantastic thing, but he's actually playing a role in a show called Bones, which actually films 50 yards away from where I would make house. So when he's over there, he stays in my house and we go to work together and sit and eat cheese sandwiches together. We don't do that either. It's all mobster over there.
But it's rather lovely. That's a lovely...
It is a lovely thing.
Lovely
we sit there in the gorgeous Californian sunshine and reflect on our amazing good fortune and don't think that we take it for granted for 1 second, because we don't. We're very, very... It is an amazing thing, and we're both, I think, very appreciative of it.
Would it be weird for him to appear in House? Would that be, do you think, strange for a British audience, or would it be strange for you working...
He did threaten that he would sort of wangle his way and, you know, come on as a man with 2 limps. And we had this idea, actually, at one time, that because the character's based on Sherlock Holmes, and Sherlock Holmes had which is such a brilliant idea, that the cleverest man in the world has a cleverer older brother, Mycroft, and we thought that there could actually be a sort of equivalent of Mycroft, that when House gets absolutely flummoxed by a 3-pipe problem, he has to go to his older brother to finally get the solution.
That would be fantastic.
It could happen one day.
Can I just mention the fact that we should convey our congratulations and happy birthday wishes to the youthful-looking and heavily bearded Hugh Laurie, because he's approaching a landmark birthday next Thursday, I believe.
It is next Thursday. I will be 50 years old.
50 years old. Still fit as a butcher's dog.
Really?
50.
Honestly, it was nothing.
Still alive.
It was nothing.
And I believe,
we
we thought, OK, I wanted to get you a present. I wanted to get you a special present, OK? And so I looked into it and I asked around to find out what you would really love. And I know you play the piano.
Right.
And I've been informed that you've always had your heart set on a Steinway grand piano.
Yes.
OK, so over here we have, we can wheel this in here, OK? And I know it's extravagant, and I know it's a little bit crazy, but for you, Hugh, we have a baby version of the Steinway piano. There you go. And, and a little chair to go with it. Let's see if that... Go on.
That's beautiful.
It's that very unusual thing. That's yours to keep. No one goes home empty-handed.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hugh Laurie. Thank you, Hugh.
I don't know what to say. I'm taking a story.
It's okay. It's yours to keep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, boy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Will you remind me later? I need the receipt for that for expenses. There's Mr. Hugh Laurie, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Hugh. Yeah. Now, the annual...